Hello and welcome to my VFL goalkeeping build. It's just the build which I primarily use whenever I'm on clubs. It's the build I used to get myself a team this season and a power 10 last season. It's quite well. It's made me pull off some amazing saves actually. Some of the best I've ever done. So yeah, let's get straight into it in the player growth section. So obviously on the physicals you're really going to want that jumping. Without that jumping you're not getting anywhere. I was opting for strength before, but I was like, is it really necessary? You know, you don't want to be a big lad. All the strikes are going to be like 5'6", 5'7", so there's going to be no issues or anything. So I opted for the jumping option on the physicals. You can easily take these off and maybe go for a bit of strength or, you know, the other side of things. But nah, I seem to let it opt for the jumping so that I can get that extra height to maybe catch some of the balls which I may parry sometimes with the go in the top corners. Obviously no defensive, no dribbling. Now on passing you're going to want pretty much everything because I mean every goalkeeper can stop the ball with the hands and feet, with the body. Everyone can stop shots. It's not the hardest job in the world. So the passing is a very, very crucial part of your game and it will really define you as a goalkeeper. If you have average distribution, you know, you'll be seen as a decent lad. If you have good distribution, that's what people want in their teams these days. You know, they want you to be able to pick out the pass which the opposition will not be able to predict, because that could easily start a counter-attack, you know. If you see the gaps, they want you to be able to lay the ball straight into those areas with the long ball. You know, pressing the right buttons, not always holding circle. You know, getting a bit of variety with an R1 square in there every now and again. So, that's also the best way to do things on that field. So yeah. Every single passing trait apart from the front and the speciality. Now shooting, I mean it's just I spent some spare points on it really. Heading accuracy just I mean 22, you know, it's not gonna get me anywhere, but you know with that I also opted to go down this route for the weak foot, because if I need to play the ball down the left and I use my weak foot, I need to use that left foot of mine. Obviously I don't have a 2-star weak foot and have the ball just float straight to their player or go straight out of play. Obviously I'm going to want that extra weak foot to be able to have more accuracy in those kicks, as it's very, very important these days to be able to pick out that pass perfectly. Now onto the pace, I've just gone for everything because it's quite important. Obviously all these strikers with the 96 pace, 97 pace this FIFA, getting in behind all the time. If they're getting a through ball, you want to be the first to latch onto that ball, which is something which you'll see in my recent video against QPR in the 89th minute. I opted to do, but unfortunately I didn't quite time my running right, so just snuck the ball under my hand, unfortunately, in the 89th minute. So, you know, sometimes this does come in crucial. That acceleration is key, man. If you really want to get up to that speed, which you need to be able to rush off your line, but you have to time the rush. You can't just rush off willy-nilly whenever you like. Just give the striker a free goal, you know, ball roll it, fake shot round you, or he'll chip it over your head. If he wants to be cheeky, you know, it's not too hard. Just make sure to time your dash perfectly. Make sure to rush out at the right times. It's not too complicated. You'll get the hang of it after a couple of games. Then obviously on the goalkeeping side of things, you're gonna want every single goalkeeping attribute. There's no doubt about it. Even flat kicks and everything, because every now and again you're gonna be asked by your attack to maybe play a ball to the strikers, which you might want to do anyway without putting it over the top, just put it in front of the defence. You know, the flat kick, it obviously clues in the name, flat kick. It's a little bit more flat along the ground, a little bit more, you know, a little bit more controlled towards your man. It's just really a short or long ball sort of thing. It's best to get your strikers to latch on at the ball, take a touch, and be turn and play a striker through if it's gone to the wings sort of thing. And yeah, from this moment on I'll just show a couple of clips from my gameplay. There should be.
Does he want to cross it now? He could. He saved it well. Anders wants to have a go. Got to it somehow. What?
Oh God.
Go on.
Great goalkeeper. Great
I can
save.
told Ian that he's been chopped. He's just trying.
He just knows.
He just knows without even us saying anything. You know, he just knows.
Oh, chance. Dangerous pass.
True.
The keeper pushing it away.